My character looks very boring. She looks a little plain, but you know, is what it is. Thought I'd change it up. Regret it a little bit. But with that being said, it costs money to relook your character. It costs like a little bit on top, so you gotta go like in a big ass wave and not like you gotta adjust. You gotta go back, forward, different angles, see what shit's off, and yeah. But you can't do that, or if you do, you just gotta waste your precious special currency. Regardless, ladies and gentlemen, happy Saturday. We are here in Tower of Fantasy. We are going to be jumping into all kinds of things. I did do a lot of my busy work because I thought we would have stuff that we'd probably want to focus on together. So, Chaz, I mean, it's weird. Controller nightmare hell. There we go. Yes, also filter. Filters. We're no better in this world. But also forgot to do my daily thing. Boop. There you go. I don't even look. One of these days it's going to ask for an arm and a leg, and I'm going to be like, oh no. Oh God, no. What is good, Fluff? Hopefully been taking care of yourself in the couple hours that we've been apart. Yesterday was a lovely conversation. Thank you for talking me up so much, especially about the book, by the by. So I finished the book, but there was an expansion course that's like $15, and I was like, fucking hell yeah. So I did that. But those expansion courses were not like, I thought they'd be like a couple more videos, but no, it's like a whole lot. It's like 2-hour like Q&A live streams basically and shit like that. And I'm like, oh fuck, given that people are going to be constantly asking like crazy questions, it's like, oh fuck, oh there's a whole ass thing. Only a couple hours. That was a good nap I took then. What? What do you mean? What are you referring to? I missed the connecting thread there. Also, let me do this. Oh, you mean like? Oh no, I got it. It took me a while. We got there. We got there. You were referring to me saying that we were been on the pod for a couple hours. Gotcha. And you're saying I took a little nap. Well, frankly, hopefully a lot longer than a nap. Because Jesus Christ. Actually, I don't know. Is your sleep schedule rebounded now, Fluff? God, I hope so. It's always just a nightmare hell to be in. I don't know if I like moving around. Fluff, I was complaining a minute ago about my character looking quite plain and how it costs currency to change your look. At least I think. I feel like I think I can like make a lot of changes and then it'll be like, by the way, this costs this amount. And I'm like, God damn it. Also, this is just a fun thing that I found, or I kind of parsed together. I have maxed out Samir's love, essentially. And now she just sending me food every little while, which is cute. So like I'll open up my thing. Actually, I think I might have deleted this one accidentally. Anyways, but yeah, she'll like send me like a piece of food, and I'm like, that's kind of wholesome. Genshin, take notes on that. Not like once in a blue moon you randomly get like a pie. It's like, no, you got a good relationship with this person. They care for each other. You're like, hey, I made you some food. It's kind of funny because it's like every person in the game simps for your character. Like they go hard in the paint and being like, hey, by the way, I made you this cute little lunchbox. Here you go. There's not a lot of text, to be honest. It's kind of like, you know, it's light. It's light love. They're busy people, okay? They can't be sipping too hard. But how do we find that? Friends, inbox. I think, yeah, is it this one? No. It's this, right here. Message from Samir. Boom, that. Also, I think a couple days ago, same thing. A message from Samir. Boom, here's some food. Yeah, and nobody else. It's just Samir. I don't think it's because I have her. I think it's because I've maxed the fuck out of her friendship. And I think if you continue to do that, which is why it's important to play the Crane game and to get your support points. Man, to me, I really hope they make an easier way to do support points, because like it's just enough to be like, I don't want to do it. You know what I mean? Which just sucks. It's cool that there is such an incentive to do it. But to me, I wish there was a way to automate, like, can I just, like, go into a mission, hit autoplay, and then, like, the best AI is what you got. Like, you know what I mean? It is what it is. It's tied to gifts and awakening. Yeah, man. People kept saying awakening. I'm not sure if I just haven't gotten there in the story, but I Googled it, and I might be off. But I thought awakening was literally just referring to traits. Well, why don't people just say, oh, it's called awaken? But they're traits. Like, what? They're traits, my guy. Why not call them traits? Instead, people say, this awakening's OP. And I'm like, is this like a fucking Dragon Ball Z fourth form that the story unlocks? And your character can just go Super Saiyan or something? No, it's a trait. It's a trait that you can level up through the gift system. It's literally, that's it. I'm like, oh, that sounds significantly less cool than awaken stat, you know, or some crazy shit. Anywho. Ladies and gentlemen, I have yet to do. We have also, unfortunately, very unfortunately, have burned Void Rift because I couldn't be fucking bothered to figure it out. Also, oh great, it's another person that I've never fought before, and hopefully he doesn't melt our face off. Regardless, vulnerability to frost, that's kind of huge. I got the Claymore. It's mostly a shield break weapon, but you know. Anyways, hopefully it's not impossible like the other person was. Also, we got a little bit of Void Clash. I guess we really burned that out fast, huh? Also, I forgot to grab these. Hell yeah, claim. Also, by the way, I did not realize that this like maintains its efficiency. Also, what's good, Valentine? Valentine says, does Samir 3x attack and hold attack deal more damage than the normal aim hold? I think so. Yeah, I think so, man. That's in my sense. Just the holding down and like just like lighting somebody up. To me, I've always found I got more damage on the jump and spin, which doesn't make the most sense because it would make more sense that like that single target damage should be stronger just by you aiming at one person and firing rather than getting the super crazy AoE. But for me, man, it just feels like the spin just melts things. But you also need to get, like, weirdly enough, it's not just all static, because I do notice that, like, the best place to be is to kind of hover between the side of their head and then above them, because Samir's final spin combo, she, like, drags in her hands and shoots it, like, right below her, and it's kind of like a fanning emotion, so you're kind of trying to stick within that weird wiggle room. There's not a lot to optimize in this game, so it's fun to go hyper-obsessive about the little bits, you know? But yeah, I was surprised to see that this basically, like, if you just work your way up to a certain level, you don't have to reclaim all your ground, which is what I was, like, terrified about. Because it takes a long time to get to 1 to 40, even just saying yes, next. I'm not sure if you know, but does this reset in any way? Like, do you go back to whatever the base of your thing is? So if I was at 45, would it drop to 40? If I was at 48, would it drop to 40 every week, or is it just maintain whatever efficiency you're at? Because I know there's like a competitive aspect to this. Also, what? Oh, okay, no, I was about to say, that doesn't make any sense. I was about to say, yeah. I was like, why does it say 4th here? I'm in the 4th sector, meaning I'm not up there. So good. I'm pretty behind, but there's still a ton of rewards that you can get based on your placement and things like that. But yes, we'll not do that today. But I think we'll start the stream by banging out these event tangs. Go. No, go. Oh fuck! I gotta open up the whole thing. Recruit. That team's full. Look, team full. Request sent. Run it. Come on. Also, I need to burn my resin. Also, we have 2 things to do: Fortress Clash, a lot of boss melting, and all that. At least doing a full makeover only costs 100 CD rather than increasing the cost based on how much you change. That's true. That's huge. But same time, also kind of like, come on, man. I just want to customize and adjust. You don't know the intricacies until you're in the whole shit of it. Come on, thank you. Hit me. Come on. No hesitation. Thank you. It's impossible. It's impressive that the AI on your weapon is able to make and send you food. It tends, yeah, it's a good way to think about it. It's brutal. I was about to say, yeah, because the lore is that like everyone's consciousness is downloaded and or like 3D modeled or something. The fact that your gun's like, hey, I got you. It's like, guess is more sinister than I've felt before. There's a lot of redundant stuff in Tower of Fantasy. I call them traits, but the Awakened is the whole slew of unlocking. Yeah, I was about to say, because I guess it makes some sense when people are like, you want to do this? But that to me is one hell of a motivator to do it. Otherwise, I was like, is it that important to do? Yes, I know, probably, but yes. Also, I have been holding off leveling up my weapons. Or like my gadgets. Probably a real stupid brain dead move, right? Probably not it. I have a lot for the missile barrage where I can shoot more missiles, which is pretty huge. But I thought maybe I'll make a video about it and be like, look at this. And I thought, who would give a shit? Also great. Surprisingly, we actually hit him. Wow. I thought that would totally not happen. Also, what's good, Richie? Richie says, I am here. What's good, Richie? How are you? Of course, you have found another emote that is acceptable for your status. Also, can you not lock onto me? Can we not do this? Also, ow. I will say, a lot of these like big ass boss enemies in this event are weaker than some of the like tiny little 4-star, like not 4-star, but just tiny little guys. Like they look like ads when like the bomb defusing one, that one's nuts in comparison to fighting a boss in here. I feel like bosses get dropped. Do do do. Oh, I feel a little dizzy. Oh, hold up, wait a minute. Oh, I'm lagging out. It's not happening. It's not even sending requests. God damn it. What's good, Red? Also, Fluff says, if you would like, I can join for Void Rift and Fortress Clash with. Hell yeah, Fluff, we should play together. I was thinking that the other day. I was like, this is bullshit. We have not been able to play Tower Fantasy with Fluff, and that's just not okay. Although we have been playing with everyone else, which is cool too, but you know, want to hang out with Fluff too. I believe that. Oh, also we should be ready to click the thing. I believe that that's considered a branch attack, where you do combos of 3 attacks and then hold. Hume is a bonus for dodge, a branch attack, and her branch attack with the shield doesn't really seem possible. Okay. I have all of your Stargates available. I opted to just join people to do what I need for the. No, yeah, absolutely. When an event is easier just to be done with like just boom, boom, boom. It's also kind of nice because it creates like a symbiotic relationship with everyone in the server where it's just like, yeah, we don't need to talk to one another, but I appreciate you. You know what I mean? It's like a nice thing. That's something that I know MMOs really incentivize, which is good, is like community play. But at the same time, it's also kind of like, well, I mean, sometimes it's kind of a lot to sync up everyone and get them on the same page, you know what I mean? It's not just like, sometimes it's like, can I just have ease of use? And then it be like an option to hang out, you know? Is that fucked up? Maybe fucked up, but yeah. Grapple Relic plus Jetpack even easier to traverse. You got a grapple hook? I still have not got a grapple, but that sounds awesome. I only got various gadgets that honestly, there's a lot of gadgets, like kind of like too much. Although it kind of makes sense in terms of like you have so much to level up and evolve. Like already in the first conception of this game being out, I find that it's like, again, there's like so much that you could do. Like so many people now in Genshin are like, I hate to say bring up Genshin, but to me it's the one I have the most experience with. They're not similar, but yeah. Anyways, it's just the notion of like, I've heard people like making every other team just to make a team, where it's like, the idea that in like maybe 4 months I'll be able to grind out some of the like gadgets is like, oh, I'll have that to do, but also it's 4 months away, buddy. We have so much to do. So, you know, maybe when we eventually get to a place of abundance, we'll be like, yes, now the technology. Although there's not really a great way to farm them, so I guess they'll have, that's kind of a weird one too. Yeah, maybe less of that actually now that I think about it, because if they'd have to have introduced a way to farm. Maybe you can in Fortress Clash if you grind a certain, like is a boss drop maybe. It's a low chance to get whatever to be dropped, you know, a legendary power thing, a legendary piece of technology that can be put into another source. Or it could just be a thing that kind of gives you, you know, credit for basically being in events for a lot longer of a time, because that seems like where they're giving them out. Like in the last event, we had a chance of getting like 3 arms. It also could be leveraged as a gotcha mechanic of like, no, you want this overpowered special talent thing? You have to participate in the gotcha coin system weirdness. Although it seems like they've been pretty good about that. Valentina says, it's such a cute emote, Valentina. I love that emote. It's my favorite. It's probably one of my favorites. That was made by a wonderful person named Nani. What's good, Lone Syndicate? Lone Syndicate popping in. Saying, what's up, GRINN, everybody? I shall return when I get home. We'll be patiently waiting for your return, buddy. Commute safely. Commute safely. The odd thing that is The odd thing is her hold branch with shield is a charge thing, and it doesn't flow smoothly. Yeah, man, I noticed that a little bit on some of them. It seems like some characters, I mean, a lot of characters, to their credit, can be canceled. Like, you can just jump and then you'll like end this weird combination weirdness. So that's huge. But then there's other things that are like, it's just a little bit more frustrating. You know what I mean? It's like, for whatever reason, those ones are not, they're animation locked, but there's like, it's not like it's better damage. Like, there's no rhyme or reason to it where it's like, that attack is overpowered and hits like a truck, let's add some sludge there so you're slower. But no. Fluff says save up 20 of the SS shard boxes to get the cyber arm. What? Save up 20 of the SR relic shard boxes and you get a cyber arm. A cybernetic arm, which is a grapple hook. What the fuck? So you're not supposed to spend the SSR boxes that give you SSR relics. So you're supposed to hoard them until you get 20, then that'll just unlock an achievement, or can you spend everything to get that? Because if that's the case, if it's just like, good for you, you've been patient, or you've reached, there's an Easter egg here, boom. But if it's like, no, then you can spend all of your grapple hook things, or all of your points on a grapple hook arm. I don't know if it's worth like the damage gain of just getting your mortar machine basically just juiced to the 9, you know? Could be. Where are you? This. As otherwise you cannot get it through other means like ruins and such. Oh, but can ruins do it? Do you think they'll be? Do you think there's something in the game that they will reset at a certain point, like in the CN servers? Did they ever do anything like that? Because my whole thing is like, it's great right now, and it seems like there's even more things to do than in other games, in terms of what you can do. But I know one of the things that to me was extremely fun was the exploration, like more than I've ever experienced in any other adjacent game. The exploration, the rewarding feeling, like doing the little mini games, picking up this stupid like little cube thing and chucking it in a flower, and it all being good. But I'm also like, this seems finite. Now there's a lot of it, and you're probably going to be pretty gluttonous if you're going to want to push through all of this. But at the same time, yeah, this is something that I could very well see being something that's going to go away at a certain point. Now, granted, there is going to be expansions to like huge new areas. Like, I think the new area is like a desert area, it seems like. So that could be a whole new place to explore. Will it be big enough? I don't know. Like, I think Fluff, I'm not sure if this is right, but did you say like the expansion update for whatever was gonna be the size of the entire map of this game, of this map or something? Because if that's the case, if it's at least two islands worth, like if we go here and you guys can see that like this is one of the islands, this is kind of an island, this is kind of one, and then this is one. If it's like this and this, that's kind of enough. That's pretty sizable. That's enough to be like, okay, you don't need to reset content because you already have a lot adding to it. But I could see them resetting ruins. Maybe not normal, but maybe like if for end game, like all hard ruin clears are reset at the end of the 6-month span when they're updating the standard banner again. Just kind of be like, hey, you know, stay engaged, I guess. But maybe not. Could be wishful thinking. I really hope I can get Shiro eventually. Yeah, it's gonna. Don't say it, Red. You know better than to say it, man. You know what happened with Mona. God damn you. You're gonna be like, oh, you're telling the gods, okay, who do you want? Excuse me? Okay, you son of a bitch. You learned today, okay? Oh, we gotta keep going, I think. We got a little bit more to do. Damn it. Damn it. There it is. Sent. Thank you. I will say, though, in my experience in Tower Fantasy, in terms of community levels of wonderfulness, it's actually incredibly high. Even just our server. I shouldn't say community. I should say our server. Our server. I only had one guy tell me to wake up because not me really. We were doing a thing that we were barely able to clear because nobody was strong enough to basically hold the others up. Essentially, I was a part of the others basically. And yeah, he was like, fucking stop it. And I'm like, man, of course, guess where this guy was in the damage sequence? Below me even. But yeah, that was the only bit of toxicity that I felt. Now, again, that's very broad brush. You know, maybe when you get to end game, it's just like people are fucking the worst, you know. But at least right now, it seemed pretty chill. Stop it. Do. Goddamn these shields. Is there any rumbling leaks or whatever that what the next banner will be? By the way, now I know, yes, we're still in Frigs and that whole thing, but it would just be cool to have any idea, any idea, and yes, because the more I think about it, the more I'm like, well, it's kind of silly, because there's absolutely not a guarantee that there is going to be any of the characters you want anytime soon. In fact, if there are notoriously strong, which is kind of some of the characters I really like happen to be that way, then it's even more of a chance that they're like, well, maybe they come out at the end. Maybe they're the Hail Mary before we have to basically reintroduce new systems and characters to kind of pop off. I hope not, because again, a lot of the moves in the game have seemingly been very, it seems like, at least to me, and again, I haven't really been able to gauge a lot of what people think yet about like the state of the game, but it seems like they're adjusting with what seems like the community wants. You know what I mean? Like this event came out and we didn't have another weird gotcha, you know, weird like OG gotcha system, like what do you call it? You trying to like pull the coins and shit that we had last update or event, where there's like these little coins. Like we don't have that now, so it's like, okay, that's an improvement, you know. Now again, I think events kind of take a long time to kind of parse out, so, you know, yeah. And if like one out of every 3 event has kind of a fucky gotcha thing, honestly, kind of better than like some games in the way they monetize still. So yes, I'll take it. We're a beaten dog at this point, but you know. God damn, I always try to position myself so I can get these to line up. What's good, Bolty? You ready to do Fortress Clash and maybe melt some bosses? Maybe, depending on how hard the Frankenstein son of a bitch is. By the way, dude, I didn't even think about that. Some of the some of the non-freak show looking characters or bosses, I think do have eligibility to be actual characters coming down the pipeline. So if that Frankenstein dude can pop in, I think that'll be pretty cool. But I don't remember what he looks like as much. I just know that he kind of looks like that. But with that being said, though, I would see that being less. Like, I'm sure they want to go with like beautiful pretty boy rather than like metal as fuck demon looking guy, you know. Although I feel like they would be surprised. It's an SR relic, not an SSR relic. And generally speaking, hoarding the boxes until you need them is a good idea. Yeah, I can see that. I think we need one more. I think it's, well, maybe it's 4 that we did. Red says, I personally decided to use the SSR relic box for the jetpack. No regret. Yeah, I was about to say, just the ability to not consume when hovering is pretty legit. But also, like, man, that was something, again, there's like, that's what I'm in like the glow up phase of this game still. Because like, when I looked at that shit, that was amazing. Like the amount of times that we played a game, some game, and I spent such a long time grinding city reputation only to be like, and I got wings, or I got a kind of a thing, you know, that like was supposed to increase flight speed, but only did it for moments, and you had to MacGyver go into your inventory, equip this gadget, and then run it. Pain. But then I find out in Tower of Fantasy that it's like, no. When you level up this piece of gear, you stop consuming stamina when you fly. What? That's actually a meaningful upgrade. That makes me want to play. That makes me want to work. Okay? So, and also finding out like the other things. Like I think I was gonna do this before, but first of all, let me just see. What am I at with event? I am maxed out. Good. Okay, I wanted to go to my relics, and I wanted to go to this. I have enough arms to upgrade my arm boy, this thing. And the upgrade for this is it fires 2 additional missiles, and each missile deals it's a 34% attack increase. Okay. Oh no, yeah, each missile, yeah, deals more damage. That's fucking huge. Not only is it 2 more instances of damage, but yeah, also, yeah, no, this is a new thing entirely, by the way. This you don't naturally throw missiles, so this is just adding missiles on top of when you do attacks. Fucking crazy. And then we got this, which is also huge. Okay. It just increases the amount of missiles that you can do, that you can throw out every couple seconds. So you're just a net more damage. That is just attractive. That is like, yes, give me the things. And then there's all these other things that I'm assuming are nuts and I don't yet have, but there's incentive to do, like, to get these little shards by exploring the map. So there's like incentive galore to do the things that the game is asking you to participate in. Like this, I think, is the currency for maybe doing crew missions or whatever it is. I don't exactly remember what this one is. I think it's given to you by completing certain tasks, but I could see some of them being like mainlined, like the hoverboard, by doing maybe exploration. That would make the most sense to me, how you would get this currency. It says you can buy it from the crew store and crystal dust store. Honestly, not the best kind of thing, but sure. Yeah, actually, knowing I should not have spent it on this, actually, knowing that how good those tech abilities can be. Also, yeah, there's grenades. Like, the sky's the limit in terms of your little gadgets. I will say, I am not upset. I am hopeful that leveling them up will decrease the cooldown of their use, because that to me is the one thing that's like, yes, it's cool that they're growing in power, but it'd be cooler if they were growing in functionality, not just be sitting there like, well, I hope, I hope it works out. But yeah, let me catch one chat, by the way. Sir is not equal to Mona. Oh, wow. Meh, Zero is equal to Mona, though. I just want, is not equal to Mona. I just want a different Shatter character, and Shiro looks more enjoyable for the ones available. Okay, that makes sense. I'm surprised you don't want Elsa. Elsa's a solid choice. I don't know how big Vera is supposed to be. Just heard it's at 4 times the size of Aspira? Okay. Interesting. And I don't know if the ruins will ever reset, but you do run through random ruins via space domains. The vitality spending for gold. That's true. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, actually, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense for repurposing technology too, or assets. Well, if the Matrix leaks are accurate, we may see Mark and, or I don't know how to say his name, but yeah, and this other person. Okay. Otherwise, wait, if the Matrix leaks are correct, okay, so they're an option. Gotcha. Otherwise, everyone else is thinking we'll get 2.0 and Ruby, Lyra, and Lynn next in that order. Or what are we in right now, Fluff? So, like, what's the next? Is that what you mean? Are we going into 2.0? I thought we were still in 1.0. I know we're, like, playing the delayed version. But, yeah. Huh. Dude, you're speaking my language. Although, there's still no Cobalt B, huh? Yeah, well, we got Ruby. Ruby kind of can get by. Honestly, if I can get Ruby and Lee, hopefully not fucking back-to-back. Ooh! Get the back-to-back, that'd be pain. Oh, also, wow, a sec. Oh, I didn't really think. No, it hasn't been a month, right? Oh, shit, are we okay? I got 6 days. Okay, whew, I thought I was behind on my little thing here. Okay, we're good. A CN version already dropped a new PV for the Sniper Maker. Oh, okay, jeez. And the CN version is currently running Ruby. Oh, wow, that's... So you think we'll just get her immediately, or you think this? No, you're referring to, like, well, I don't know what we'll get next, but as soon as 2.0 happens, that's when we'll be getting Ruby and Lyra and Lynn. Honestly, I've no plans to go back and test him. But he says, I just killed him. I have 2 more left, so I'll wait to do it with you guys. Oh, to do the one thing? Oh, is he that bad? The only beefy guy is Merrick, who only looks like he, because he's the collaboration. But hopefully they make one. If they're listening, that'd be a good test. Although that would be something so hilarious if they made like a jacked dude, but actually made him jacked, like for Genshin, which was like, he's an Oni, so we don't have to change the character model. So yeah, but then they just made a fucking dude just yoked, just fucking shredded, and then the next character they make with like a giant beer gut and shit, with a giant Viking beard like Fat Thor, but not the one from the Marvel movie, but from actual God of War reboot. That would be clean. I do really like Tang Ling, though, and the Volt pole arms look like a lot of fun. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, the pole arms to me, at least the one that I've experienced with, did not sell it on to me yet. I should level up your relics whenever you can. Okay, we'll do that then. I was debating like, yeah, we could do a video that's like, this is also a way you could get. I've suffered this long. I'm about to make the power video. We might as well bring that up in there too. Okay, let me spend my points on... Actually, I don't know if phase 2 of the event is live. Let us see. It says not the right menu. Also, just real quick, how bad is it? It's okay. We're not that bad. I was looking at my resin. What are we doing? Nope. That's the Wanderer's Log. Every other button. There we go. Shop. Here we go. Hit me with it. I already bought... phase 2 hadn't come undone yet, so I can buy the chicken legs. Well, I don't really want to buy all this other shit. I'll buy one of these. I'll buy all these. Fuck it. Buy all those. They're worth it. Okay. Now wait. Okay. We might be ready to start doing shit together, boys, if you're ready. Yeah, Tower Fantasy is 1-to-1. Honestly, feels so much better than Genshin ever has, and the second and the 2.0 plus still looks forward to. Yeah. No, me too. I think I haven't really seen too much of it. I've just seen like little screenshots, really, and I'm thinking that's insane. Only cost a small amount of gold. Run provide shards for lots of okay. And you got the arms and mech through side quests explorers. Yeah, that's why I did it. I don't really see our crew evolving enough through, though, to unlock more of the crew shop, sadly. Don't say that. Don't say that. Give me some time. Fluff says, unless someone wants to advertise it in the world chat, or our crew is as public as others. Boldy says, crew shop is kind of trash, not gonna lie. They dropped in the official teaser 2.0 before Frigg arrived, so it's coming soon. Oh, wow, okay. Boldy says, we ain't missing out on much, yeah. All you need to do is potent crystals to power up your suppressor amplify. Gotcha. True, you still doing the event? No, we're ready to rock. Says, I have... Oh, no, we're gonna do Fortress Clash and probably boss killing first. If that's okay. I have no clue. We just have data miners of global version getting Frigg, obviously, Mark, and Bikey, collab, character, matrix. So wait, Mark might keyword beating the next character? That's kind of shitty, man. Well, it could be good, but also, god damn it, it could be good. Also, Bolty, are you jumping in this too? Bolty, I think you have to send me a request. I think Fluff still, or maybe even send Fluff a request. Maybe I'll join through him. Tang Ling's Vault Polearm has a different moveset compared to Echo's. God, okay, then maybe that'd be pretty huge then. And he'll be another way to have Volt resistance, or resonance, sorry, right. He's an attack type weapon, so better if you're wanting to go DPS Volt or never go Nemesis. Wait, he's an attack type weapon, so better if you're wanting to go DPS Volt or never got Nem. Okay, so he's another option, but people probably like a DPS Volt. Oh, I see what you're saying. So if you wanted to go with like a support Nemesis Electro Resonance buffer, then you would go with Nemesis. If you wanted to go with a DPS Electro Resonance, you'd go with Volt. So if you wanted to have like an off-field, whatever it's called, healer, that works for me actually. Yeah, because the one healer that I like the most is Lyra, and she seems like she could do that. So yes, although I do think she changes in weird ways with her fucking team build, so I'm gonna have to look more on that. But yes, But I've heard nothing but like amazing things from Merrick. Like I think people made a meme about it where like he is in a different category altogether. Although it does seem like they've been making plays to shift things around a little bit, like to change the meta. It seems like. Also, yeah, Fluff, you're team leader, so if you want to send it to the one thing, to Void Rift, if we could do that one first, just to gauge how fucked we are to fight this person. Oh, thank you so much, Sparks. Appreciate you. Hucking rocks at me in a whole kind of way. Thank you. Appreciate the support, my friend. So we are doing Clash Rifts for, yeah, I think we should do Void Rift and then we'll probably do Fortress Clash, if that's okay. Doesn't really matter, I suppose, but yeah. Bayaki and Myra come after Cobalt, Claudia and Cobalt in the CN version. Oh, I hope so. I fucking hope so. That'd be perfect for me. Cobalt, hit me with it. Boom. And then we get, what's in it? Boom. Although I will say, I'm not building a strategic team because I have no, well, I got, no, I could maybe do it. If I had Marek and, I suppose I kind of, what's her name? Lyra is kind of a DPS Electro as well. So, not a great, but it's okay. It's okay. 2 DPSs on the same team though. But they don't really like, none of them are Shatter, I don't think so. There's a gap. I get it, but yeah. Alright, we're gonna run around, collect shit, and fight. Also, I think it's Cryo was weak to him. Also, I wanted to look at the dude. Not the right way. Go, I'll break off to the right. Actually, I'll get killed, you guys. Do. Easy. I sometimes feel like you get that perfect dodge and the game's like, did you? Like, lying bitch. I'm like, what? You even did the slow-mo thing. What is that? I didn't take any damage, I don't think. Go. I feel like I should check behind there. I don't like to miss shit. Oh, someone's killing it. Oh, I see you down there. Just die, man. God damn it. Thank you. I got it, yes. Oh, god damn. Holy shit. I did not deserve that little node, but I'll take it. Like a little gremlin, I'll take it. That was insane. I just seen Friggs attack and just like a sonic boom. It was not what I did with my mouth there, but you know, yes, yes. Okay, that was a giant deep dodge or heel kick. By the way, guys, heel kick, one of the worst kicks. The factor of you busting your kneecap is so high. Even if you practice it, it's just not it. All right, do not do a heel kick. And by a heel kick, I mean, oh no, I don't mean heel. I mean axe kick. Sorry, axe kick are the ones that are gonna break your knee in half. Yeah, terrible. I've never seen somebody do it and be like, yeah, fucking, that was awesome. It was like, oh, I was so close to breaking my tendon. Oh my god, why? Yeah, not a heel kick. It's an axe kick. Or also, it's just fucking a lot. It's like I cannot conceive of a world where someone can just pop that out so fast that you cannot. Yeah, it just seems like not it. Spark says axe kicks are just dumb. Thank you. Too much of a risk. Heel kicks are heel kicks. Right? Yeah, I messed up. I messed up on my perception of what I was trying to say. Yeah. Heel kicks are fine. Yeah. I still think, to me, man, the side kick, also just the what is it called? Oh, it's just the one where you spin and you just basically put your leg straight through something. I forget what it's called. I don't know what it's called, but it's like just a straight, like the back of your head. God damn it, I can't think of what it's called. Anyways, let's divvy up our rewards. All right, Mighty Power, who has this? We're gonna give one to you. Mighty Power, let's give one to Blueberry, because, yes, also Cryo, I would like to keep, because your boy got a little bit of Cryo. Warrior, give it to Fluff. Attack, give it to Blueberry. Volt, I kind of would like to keep as well. Maybe I'll give away the ones then. Physical attack. I got none of that. Go with you. There you go. I got too much physical attack. Go with that one. Fire attack. Who the fuck has a fire weapon right now? Do you have one? And then I got some other ones. I don't know. I got a lot of Volt. I know some people have Volt weapon, but does anybody really need cryo? Who's got cryo? Kind of a roundhouse. It's not, yeah, but except instead of like you like fully extending your leg, it's like a fire. I can't think of it. After we're done this, there. At least I'll do that. I got 3 Volt. Thank you. Okay, I think we're ready to. Actually, it doesn't make sense for me to have all 3. Wait, stop. Why can't I end transmission? Well, I guess I'm here. Well, let's hopefully run it. Physical works on the armor relic. I guess I do have that equipped, but I don't think I don't use it yet because yes, it's just not good. I always think it do more DPS otherwise. Bulty says I'm full cryo. Okay, I'll give you that one then, Bulty. Oh, you already got 3, Bulty. So you're good. Oh, I'm full on cryo. See, that's what you're saying. That's what we gave back. Gotcha. We're ready. I think we're ready. I have never fought this guy before, so forgive me if I get absolutely blitzkrieged in the first couple seconds. Also, why did I do this? Why did I jump into it? Solid dodge, clean. Let's do this. Let's not use our one thing. Oh god. Everyone's using that beautiful bow, man. I got none of it. But happy for you guys. Also, I have not been doing the wishing grind. So theoretically I could have more characters. Also, I could be literally just buying Samir. I can't think of her name. It's Samir's constellations because I have a lot of the coins for whatever reason. Come on, baby, reach. Okay, I thought I was closer. I thought it would auto lock. Switch. No, this is bad. Get out of there. Is like the ground on fire? Ooh, it is. Stop shooting, goddamn controller. Sometimes the controller just perma starts shooting. Oh no. I got the U. Okay, lit up. Just want to do this. Guy keeps running a mile away. We're so close. Third health bar, baby. 7 minutes to go. Oh, I just made a little. I think I said something on a frequency that just made my headphones zap. Oh, God. I am sorry if that got to you, too. Oh, I thought he was. I didn't know. I didn't know. Bum, 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 bum. Eesh. Oh, gotta activate my gadgets. Somehow electricity was detonated. Oh, cool. If you hit his pack, he like gets stunned. Absolutely massive. Also, I'll do this. Then I'll... Haha! I get stuck in my stupid crystal thing. Go! Probably always a good rule of thumb to just activate your slashes in the air if you're using big sword, Elsa sword. Oh, my beard is itchy, man. And one of these. Don't move. Ah. Doing these. Man, that was a perfect timing. Locked him down. Oh, thank God we didn't get thrown off the edge. Keep using gadgets. Gadgets, go. There we go. Clean. That was not that bad. Although, yeah, by the way, he is no way ever going to be a playable character. I didn't get a good enough look at him. There's a sense you get for like, oh, this person is the size of 15 of us. That doesn't add up. That doesn't check out. What's good, Charlie? Charlie says, what's up, Charlie? How are you? We didn't get talking enough yesterday because you popped in a little bit, but how are you been? Where have you been? We've missed you. How has life been treating you? And I'm stretching. It's just yeah. Oh my God. My body, my spine. Love says, all right, I read that. The collab first run were 18 days each. And then they run were 10 days each. Oh wow! So that was not actually like a that's probably why people were like, we got married, dude, and you didn't. It's because it was probably only up for like a little bit of time, and they were like, let's make them juiced, which that's kind of hilarious. I wonder how well that would work for a second time, because I feel like people would be like, like wait. Although it does take time. It does take time innately for people to build characters. Because I don't know in this game if there is a way to hoard to the extent which you can in other games. I don't know. Also, did I fuck up and like leave my... No, we're here. We're good. I have my coffee that I've been sitting here, that has been sitting here for weeks. Also, the sandworms are both the worst thing and a very unique touch. Also, mug, look at this. I think I showed this one to you guys beforehand, but it's clearly the most aesthetic for like creating a good cup of coffee. It's got the gold and the white ratio, you know what I mean? Clean. I can't think of the name of the kick, Sparks, but it's the one where you spin... I think it might be a roundhouse kick. I think my misperception of roundhouse kick is like somebody like spinning and then like heel chopping somebody kind of thing. Instead of like spinning and then just like your leg's a spear. You just chuck it straight out of your hip, essentially. Using the momentum of the spin to make it fly straight, essentially. Not to like hook. Maybe it's a spin kick and not a what do you call it? A roundhouse kick. But yeah. It might be a roundhouse kick that I'm thinking of. But regardless, that one to me seems pretty efficient because you can kind of lock and load it. It's basically just using your leg just to be like, and it's straightforward, essentially, is what you're doing. Except from the side and all that. Although rightfully so, someone could pick up like a stick and hit you over the head with it. And I think they would be kind of a lot better off than most physical exertion. That's my hot take. Human beings were not evolved to fight with their bodies in any way. It was meant to be utilizing tools and all that crazy shit. Also this. Stop hitting me. Come on, baby. God damn it. I will say, sometimes you find an enemy that's just insane. Like I find these, I was doing the Noble Phantasm thing here. Not Noble Phantasm, what's it called? The Bygone Phantasm. And yeah, man, those dog things, those things just had so much tankiness. I don't know, like every other enemy melted and then like they just stopped. And I wasn't sure if I wasn't doing the right damage. But then I looked at it and I don't think that was the case. I don't think they had like anything that indicated that no, they're weak to this or that, you know? Okay, well that did not work. I tried to use my dash. I didn't have any left. Also, Charlie, this is a little bit of a timely thing, so I will catch up on your comments. So forgive me if I'm a little bit slow. I will be there. Oh shit! I also gotta do that stupid roguelike mode. That one I didn't like as much. That one didn't feel great, but also my character was significantly underpowered. I think that was a very weirdly endgame activity. But yes, that was not my favorite out of all the game modes that we've played here. Did I miss some over here? Bolty's got it. Or Red's got it, I think. I'm not pausing enough to make that jump. I think we could make it with our thing. I just don't want to tempt it. Although it's no real loss. I think you can literally just jump off the edge and you'll just spawn right back to this. I think we are one off from having all of them. But What can you do? I think we did pretty good. We had a lot of time to spare last time, so I think we should be fine. Okay, divvying it up. Mighty Power, let's see. That's 3 of 3. I guess I'll give it to Blueberry for each stack can crit. Yeah, it's a damage thing. I'll try to keep Vault. Warrior, I'll give to Blueberry because he has 2. Finish that off. Physical damage, I'll give that to Blueberry as well, although I think maybe Fluff has giant mecha arms he might use. I'll give one to you, and then I'll give one to you. Poet, healing. I think Red has Nemesis. Flame attack, again. Fluff has tons of that. Fluff has too much of that now. Attack gain. Boom. Clean. Good. And I'll keep my little filthy hands on the Vault. It's the only damage I do. So yes. Also, I still also I forgot. Yeah, you have Cryo is really helpful for you, Bolty. You got Frig. For some reason, I forgot that. Also, if you know this, you know this. Some of you won't. That weird guy who makes knives on YouTube just uploaded another video. It was awesome. I don't know how he did it, as I don't know how he does anything. But that is just one of the coolest stories of channels, by the way. It's one of those rare moments where I just went down the rabbit hole just enough to where I was like, I subscribed to his channel within the first 2 videos because I was just like, this dude's a freak. This dude's an absolute weirdo, and I love it. If you know, you know. But yeah. I don't know what I didn't really. Yeah, he's like clearly there's like it's basically, if you guys don't know the story of this weird channel, which I imagine you do. It's like the definition of like oh my god, that's so cute. Oh my god, is Fluff in there? Is Fluff literally in that tiny bot? He is. It's so cute. How the fuck is that? How did you get that? Anyway, that's super cool. Anyways, bullshit aside, yeah, it's basically like as if like a retired, seemingly Japanese chemist or something, or like chemist teacher, just was like, fuck it, I'm retired and I'm gonna make YouTube videos and make people happy and shit, and just kind of like spread knowledge through creepy, weird meme weirdness, and he's killing it. He's killing it in that regard. I think his name is like Kawabi Japan, I think is what his name is. If no one else has seen it. Ooh. Oh yeah, I want to know what your thoughts are on the Wonderland DLC. Yeah, you never gave it a chance. Well, it wasn't much of a DLC, I think, man. Especially towards the tail end there. Like, I remember seeing the Wonderlands community a little bit, where people were like, "Man, oh woof, that nuked us. Did anybody survive? Oh, and Bolty got fucking clipped, clipped off the edge. Oh no, man, we're getting lit up. Did anybody survive? Quickly, Fluff, I'm trying to work my way to you, buddy. Thank you. Woof, that is gnarly." Let me make a little tiny ting and then stay in the air. Nice. Trying to focus up a little bit. He's probably gonna move now. Oh, perfect timing. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Come on. There we go. Trying to make it so that he broke before I did. before I did. Oh god. Oh no, the floor's not on lava. Floor's not lava yet. What do you call it, Charlie? To finish my thought on the whole Wonderland thing, yeah, man. A lot of people in the third DLC, third DLC, were saying how incredible the like the event was, and honestly, I think I was one of them too. I don't mean to be disingenuous. What I ended up feeling was like it was good. The first part of it was good, but then I like, again, to me, Gearbox is the story of not knowing their audience. But then, like, there being somebody in the company that does. Like, there's somebody in there that's, like, fighting in the trenches, being like, this, please, this. Just, the people want this. This is why it works. And there being, like, 15 other people that kind of play telephone and kind of destroy aspects of that in which it kind of just doesn't sequence fully. It's like literally seems like telephone. Like, there are ideas that seemingly make sense, but are conveniently forgetting all the other stuff. Like, sometimes the reason why, in addition to a game like Dungeons, which would have worked in, I think, Wonderlands, especially if they toned back some of the storytelling in a big DLC, but they would still have a big DLC, but they would tone back some of the crazy storytelling that's like super long and like funny and once when people play it once, but then take the same amount of like investment in that story and put it into like replayable morphing dungeons, and then give people a clear motivation on a legendary piece of gear that's insane. But to me, there's someone in Gearbox which is completely misinterpreting their audience and who that is. And maybe that's just because that's the whole kind of the thing that I'm steeping in always now, is it seems like everything, if you're a creator that creates anything, you should understand why you're choosing what you're deciding. And if your audience isn't in that consideration for why you're doing what you're doing, then you're off the mark by a whole lot. But anyways, let me catch up on Charlie's messages, by the way. It's been a bit. Let me catch up with Charlie. Also, Buff says, so it reminds me of the bonus 3 stacks. You can get 3 stacks, so it's ideal to give all of the types to someone else. Oh, I see, that makes sense. Yeah, so you should only ever have stacks of 3 if you found all of the drops. Charlie says, yep, doing all right. Just been bored. Been watching new One Piece episodes and waiting for season 6 of Rick and Morty. Man, I'm curious how they're gonna go with it, because last season of Rick and Morty I actually didn't really like as much. I thought it was too disconnected. It felt like they made nobody happy, because like nothing was connected, and some things mattered, and all of like the secret tells that they were kind of hinting at meant nothing in hindsight, you know. So to me, I'm kind of, I don't know, I'm both excited for the goofy fun show that I find is goofy on occasion, but I'm a little bit annoyed at that. I'm way more excited for Josh Rolin's new game called something party or it's some weird game with where you have like a sentient gun AI that's just a whole ass trip, and it just seems like such a fun game. Like if that game had like a big ass like live service element where they were constantly introducing new voice lines and new events and shit, and you were constantly laughing as these guns were being introduced and these weapons were being introduced, and they all memed on dumb shit culture that was happening in the moment. And like that would be the paid as a service model, as well as giving you things that the community would want to do with those weird things. That to me would be an insane idea, but I would love to see it play out. It probably won't, but yeah. Red says, I'm Volt 2, 2 Volt and 1 Fire. Yeah, I'm only 1 Volt, so I only have my Volt and my Ice, and even then my Ice it's okay. But yeah, that's why I'm a little bit greedy with the Volt. Also, what's good, Lois? Good to have you here, buddy. Hopefully your commute was chill. But then Charlie says, I played the last DLC for Wonderlands, did not... Oh, that's what you said. Sorry, I misinterpreted what you're saying. You played the last DLC for Wonderlands, did not give me any joy whatsoever. Yeah, man, I felt that towards the, not necessarily the DLC. It was right, the giant Juggernaut fire boss. That was, like, the first run of that boss. The first run you go through that mirror mystery. That to me seemed really, really like good. It was a fun boss with fun mechanics, but it was completely linear, and that's just kind of. And also, it took a long ass time to go through all the encounters with no real incentive to do that, which was an issue. But regardless, it was still a fun concept to play around with in your head, and mess around with. So I was okay. Why do we both activate it at the same time? You could definitely kill your friends. That is not cool. Holy shit. Don't want to give anyone any ideas, but yeah. But anyways, yeah, but anyways, when I got to the fourth version of that like Forge guy mirror mystery, I think it was the third mirror mystery that was given. I completely was just like, no, like, because it started off like, okay, I kind of get it, you guys are on the right track. This is just difficult enough to be like worth a damn. But then the fourth one came out, or the third one came out, and the fourth one came out, and it just got really hard out of nowhere. And to me, man, it's just like, when has anybody ever been like, the one thing I want from Gearbox games is difficulty. Like that was something that they learned, they should have learned at least back in Digistruct Peak, where it's like, this is something that you've made for like 0.2% of your audience. And not that you can't have that, not that you can't have content made for everybody, because everyone is valuable and important, but this is literally the only thing that is holding up your entire community right now, is this perceived content. And yeah, I don't know, man. It just seemed to me where like, yeah, I was hoping that Gearbox would be the company to like always try to bet on, even though I know there's a lot of weird hubbub about certain directors and this and that. Yeah, but to me, I don't know. It's one of those things where I was just like, I played so much Borderlands. Like, I can't even describe it. Like, that and Destiny were both the games that I played probably the most in my entire life, probably. With exception to, like, my absolute favorite, like, Fable, which I just replayed. Something that I probably should, like, there's not a lot to replay, but what you can replay is fucking amazing in Fable. But yeah, but it wasn't like a good idea, or like there's a surplus of weirdness there for you to replay. And same thing we said for Borderlands and Destiny and things like that. But yeah, man, I don't know. I'm hopeful for. Actually, I'm not hopeful. I'll be honest. Again, it sucks because in hindsight, and maybe this is not the right thought, like maybe there is a lot of self-responsibility on my end for having expectations that we're never able to be capitalized on, which is probably in some regards my fault for not tempering them. But I like to always think of things of having potential. But I was so into Wonderlands at a certain point, like it's crazy. I was reinvigorated by the Borderlands formula and the success for the games, and then just seeing the wasted potential of so many mechanics, and how it would not have been expensive in any way to invest in the event structure that they did for Borderlands 3 on the tail end of that game, in Wonderland, by utilizing things like the mechanics that were built in on a base, like the overworld, and anything like that. Like, to me, Wonderlands is one of the best examples of, like, you had every single thing lined up, everything, and somehow it was still just not what people were wanting, you know, or like it just did not sync up, essentially. Like, you did not detonate the charge, I guess, what I'm trying to say. Here we go. Let's warrior. I'll give one to you, and then one to you, and then one to Fluff. I guess one to you, I guess. Poet. Oh, I guess I'm just trying to spend these in a proper way. Attack. Give to you. Physical. Give to you. I guess I'll give it to you. Mighty power. You already have 3. Frozen. Already have that. I guess I'll give it to you. You also have, I think, a Frozen character. And then I'll keep the rest. I will keep my vote. Must say, are you guys already here? Oh god, you guys are already here. Sorry guys, I thought you guys were still. I thought there was plenty still. My bad. Solid dodge. Do this so he can be trapped. So when that ends, we're not screwed. Haha! Oh, he still hit me. He still hit me. Ah. His momentum still tracks. God. Wait, sir. Sir, please. This. Oh, wait, you're doing bullshit. I'm way too close. I am way too close. I'm gonna lit up. Come on, break. Thank you. He's just getting slammed. Holy shit. Oh, that was so funny. He's like, fuck. Oh, man. But yeah, I mean, there is still a lot of things for Borderlands, supposedly. There's, like, the movie that's coming out. There is the... it's funny, because, like, I almost, like, I guess I had more... Oh, god damn it. I guess I had more hope for for the game before Wonderlands came out, and then I had a spike of hope, and like I would totally buy into just about anything Gearbox is selling, and then I just kind of devolved because it was not what I was hoping for, I suppose. I think it was more than that, man. To me, like, again, the thing that frustrates me is I don't think, again, maybe it's way more complicated to know, like, maybe they're hearing 15 things. Maybe on the Reddit for Wonderlands and whatnot, they were saying all kinds of things, and they're like, I'm the absolute vocal minority, which could be the case, and if that's the case, then I'm misunderstanding the thing. But from my knowledge, Wonderlands, just like the state of the game is incredibly underperforming every other game on Wonderlands, with the exception of, or no, even Borderlands 2 is still insane in terms of replayable characters. So, and again, I don't think you look at the conception of Wonderlands and you see the beginning part of that game, and everyone fucking was loving it. Like, it was just a magic, man. It was so cool to see actually have magic. It was so cool. Everything was balanced really well. And then the patches and adjustments started happening, and honestly, looking back on it, that was kind of one of the first weird things, where I was like, who is making the choice to nerf one of the most underplayed classes in the game right now, which is the one person. Now granted, it made some sense, but it did make sense in regards to their follow-up nerf, or a buff to the Clawbringer, which did not equal out him being any way seductive enough to warrant him actually being a person that people enjoy building. Like, there were maybe 2 skills that they could get by on, but there was no value there. And if you look back at the conception of what made Borderlands 2 so good, which to this day is still insane, is the fact that, like, Salvador was always cracked. Like, it's okay to have things that are silly strong. In fact, it's the one thing that sucks is when things are underperforming, and yeah, I don't know. Also, I would always prefer a game that has like tons of options than one character that is just like the most underplayed thing. But also, maybe there is an argument for things being scaled differently. Like, maybe it's not about like Clawbringer being bad technically, but it's just about, for some reason, people are not attracted to his gameplay. Is there any way that we can keep his gameplay style intact while simultaneously making him still interesting to play, maybe, you know? Lone Syndicate says, you guys got room for one more. I'm sorry, Lone Syndicate, we're packed up right now, forgive me, but we might do this as soon as we're done doing Fortress Clash, then we'll probably get you in here and we'll start taking care of you as well, if you can be patient enough. We still got quite a bit of time. I think we got one more of this, one more Fortress Clash, and I think we'll wrap that up pretty fast. Bodhi says, I saw the game trailer. It's basically just Roland having fun. Dude, it looks so fun. It looked so cool. The gameplay also looked dope as hell too. To me, I'm really excited for that game. To me, it just looks like a good time. And again, to me, I think that's my whole thing, is like, when there's such a good concept and idea, I want people to capitalize on it and maintain the momentum that they're generating from it. Like, that's why I say, like, oh, wouldn't it be cool if instead, for like a live service game, instead of it being like this, hey, there's an event that will go away always and all this weird shit, instead it was like, well, what if we just consistently paid incredibly talented writers and voice actors to do that, and also coders, etc. Like, you need some aspect of teams but that keep them basically fed by keeping this weird idea and ball rolling, you know. But again, probably harder than it seems. Good to go. Run one more time, Fluff, because I have 3. I think. I don't think I'm fully maxed out on that. Yes, I got one more. Oh wait, never mind. Oh, never mind. We did do it 3 times. Never mind. We're good. Sorry, Fluff's way ahead of me. Fluff's perfect. Yeah, that's 3. Okay, so let's go do Fortress Clash. Sorry, Fortress Clash. That way we can take care of Lone Syndicate. No worries, I'm just chilling, doing some dailies. Take your time. Also, Grin, I didn't ask how it's going great, man. It's going pretty good. I think you did actually. You did ask. Yeah, you did. You asked it a bit when you first popped in. You popped in and were like, "How's your day? I'm gonna be back." Okay, it's okay. Red says, "Up for one hardboard." I'm not sure if I mean, we could try it, but for me, we could try it. Sure. I kind of am in a place where I just need armor, I think. What do you guys think? Let me get the gauge on people who are ahead of me. My backpack looks like this. I have a purple, almost everything except for my belt. With one exception of a legendary. Am I at the point where I should start maining, like, trying to get something better? Or is it one of those games where, no, purples will inch your way up the ladder? like, rather than like, okay, now that you have purple, now you need legendary. I don't know how it exactly works. You get two pieces. You get 2-piece purple armor if you don't get gold. So it's always worth it. So it's always worth trying hard. Okay, in my opinion. Okay, we'll try hard then. Makes some sense. Charlie says, I saw the new Dragon Ball superhero movie. It was alright. You only saw Goku and Vegeta for like 10 minutes. With Broly character, the movie majority was basically Gohan and Piccolo getting new forms. That's kind of dope though, man. As a person who always wished they would have followed through with their initial Dragon Ball Z idea where they were passing the mantle to Goku, which was, to me, a better person in general than Gohan or whatever his dad's name is. I'm probably getting that mixed up. Gohan, Goku? Yeah, hopefully the one where Gohan was passed the mantle and Goku fucking chilled out. Instead of it being this weird, like, no, I guess people like him, so I get fucking, let's do that. The red, also, what's good, Sting? What's good, Sting? I hope they have a lovely night. Charlie says, the red Robin army was in a shithole, so they recruited Dr. Jiro grandson, so they are like, hey, you're smart, like, make a robot for us and kill Goku group. You can even have a fantasy of thinking you're a hero, but we're really the bad guys. Yeah, okay, interesting. That's it. What's really weird. Yeah, I wonder how that would play out, because to me, I don't know. I always resonated more with the Cell Saga. Like, that was the one where I'm like, this is it, boy. You should try to balance out your equipment level. You get more benefits for reaching milestones with all your equipment pieces, like going 5, 7, 10, etc. Yeah. I made a mistake. Well, I also think it's also good to level up the one attribute, like your boots and your gloves. Sorry, specifically not your boots, your gloves, because doesn't that also scale up your innate crit rates? So if there is one that has to be a little bit higher, well, it's not that bad to do that one, right? Right? Can we spawn in? We're gonna need the time. Thank you. Also, my eyes. Oh, my eyes itchy. Oof. I did not get out of Dodge fast enough. Pain. What the fuck, my guy? I'm not even in the space. Get out of there. Get out of there. Oh, I'm just getting lit up. Let's take a little break. Why? Okay, I'll every time, man. If there is one absolute just dog shit, absolute dog shit change, and maybe you can change it. This is oftentimes the problem, is I say something and I'm like, oh wait, it can be better, but I'm just what do you call it? Ignorant. But the idea that every single time I switch to my weapon, I have to expend its special charge drives me mental. Especially when it's just slow. It's just like, hey, guess what? Instead of doing the thing that you switch your weapon to quickly do, like shatter a shield or something, instead, watch them slowly do a weird animation thing. Fuck off, okay? You bastard. I don't want any of it. Get out of there. Oh, I might get fucking lit up. No, somehow I'm okay. This. Don't focus on me. That's it. Focus on them. Look at them. Oh, is he gonna drop a nuke? No, he's not. Yeah, not yet. Oh, he's gonna drop a nuke. Oh, he's dropping nukes. He's dropping nukes. Oh. From a distance. Little pot shots. On my nose. That was weird. He's kind of way far away, honestly. Boom! Stay in here. Nope, he jumped right over it. He jumped right over it. Get out of there. Oh, I got that. I'm not in the place. And the game's like, yes, you are. I've seen it. I'm like, you're fucking blind. Also, I've been leveling up my staff, which is like a heal weapon. I feel like it has not been improved in any way. We got glove. A glove. Okay. Yeah. And here she is, the woman of the hour, Ooh, last time we couldn't even cut through a little bit. We got through everything else, but it was, yes, it was her that was the, ooh, ah, it was the deciding factor of our demise. Nah, not good, but you know, maybe. Uh-oh, no, I tried to touch my weapon. Stop moving. Stop moving. Oh wow, we did connect. I thought we would fucking miss again because I was just trying to switch my weapon. Oh, I got my explosive barrage again. Oh, come on. Stop it. I gotta stretch my nose. No! Oh, please! I'm not like this! Give me my B. Switch to weapons, goddamn you. I just got lit up again. Get out of the zone! One of these! Whoa! Please reach! It's reaching! I thought I got hit there. I was excited to step into the thing at the last minute and get lit up. Activate thing. Ah. It's bad. It's bad, I think. No, that's her. That's not. No, I thought. Look, so someone has the same Frig's weapon. I'm like, is that her zone or our zone? God damn it. It's getting lit up, Fluff. Fluff's tanking though, real good. This. I want to save my one thing. Ah! I want to save my one thing. My little. Stop it! my swipes for when she puts up her shield, but she's been holding back a little bit. What's our time at? I was too good time actually. Is this the bad thing? It's the bad thing! We'll do this. But don't get too close. Don't get too close. Hey, applying the ice or the electric. Stop, please stop. I somehow dodged it. I got to get stuck. Also, always apply my things. No, I want to switch my things. Too high. I'm good. I'm way too high. Way too high to get that sweet spot of damage. Well done. More electrocution. Get out of there. Get out of there. Man, yeah. Samir is just so good about like just I'm right above you in your hidden place in the quiet zone. I can't see her. Oh, she got locked in. Nice. I'm gonna do this. I think in the time that'll come back, she'll do it again. She'll put up her shield. Oh no, that's exactly what happened. Great. Well, from here I can just basically do this. It's little damage. That shield's a son of a bitch for sure. But yeah. Will we be able to get this other one down? Stop it! Ow! We're just a little bit late on that, and that return, because that weird like claymore thing can actually be like a weird CC box them in kind of thing. It's weird, but it can actually be quite helpful. At least I think. I mean, maybe not so much for my team. I also know it's so annoying where people are like, "It's fucking, you're blocking me, you son of a bitch." Oh, we got close, boys. Real close, at least. One thing unlocked. I didn't even get the gold. It was just 2 purples. So yes. So yes. So how many more times do we need to run Fortress Clash, by the way? I'm game to do it for you however many times you guys need to get it done. Let's back out, I think. We're okay to back out. Exiting after activating the portal will still cost an attempt. Exit anyway. I have to say, you can exit, right? Is it not like freaking out? I think we're okay. Red says, only had one. Bodhi says, I'm done. Yeah, okay, so let's get Lone Snake in here then. Does anyone want to leave? If not, y'all, I could figure it out. I could leave and then you guys help Lone Syndicate out. As long as y'all getting helped, okay? And getting through it. Spark says, I miss the days in gaming when they had, when they didn't nerf and buff everything based on our community. Or based on the feedback. Yeah, man, I do think like that is probably an area in which feedback, like, because there's a thing that I recently read about Sparks, which is like, you do need to take feedback, but there is a good feedback and there's bad feedback. Like, say if you ask your mother to look at your content, or maybe you ask your friend to look at your content or look at what you're creating or optimizing for, maybe it's a game, maybe it's YouTube content, maybe it's streaming, whatever it is. And maybe they're like super kind and they say like, oh, this is great. This is the best content I've ever seen. Keep doing it. Not very helpful feedback. There's also people who just criticize the shit out of it and say, this is terrible, you should change this, this is bad, this is not good enough. Ultimately though, it's pointless because what you're optimizing for is who your audience actually is. And is your friend the perfect demographic and person that you want to have thousands of? Specifically in this regard, probably not. Probably looks nothing like who you actually want to stream to or to create something for. So there is a limitation to feedback. There is something where like there is good feedback and there's bad feedback. So I think in one of the things that's kind of like the ultimatum is like, it's important to listen to whoever you're creating something for, your audience, so to speak. But it's also really important to look at data in which you can extrapolate what they actually feel. Because some people could say, I want this, but that could be the vocal minority, and then like your whole system basically falls down. Because regardless of what you're doing in any thing, you want to optimize for the most amount of people to be happy. That you create for. So if you're optimizing for the biggest group and etc., then that can help be your guiding light. So I think with buffs, I think in games, it makes the most sense to me at least to organize yourself in such a way where you look at what your end goal is. Do you want all characters to be interesting and playable? Do you see your players getting fatigued with this one, spell shot, even though there are other options, but there is something about your players that are not giving the other options a chance? Well, I think you still need to make an adjustment at that point. I think you need to go in there and tweak something about the classes that are not getting interested, and not just make them OP, but to give them something that makes them better, something that makes them feel stronger, makes them engage better. Like if they would have given clobbering or just an incredible scaling melee stat that actually made melee viable, but you also had to kind of lose other weird melee build viability in the same regard, in regards to Wonderlands. So I do think you need to adjust. I do think that, because if you don't adjust anything, then what happens to the class that is terrible, but had all the potential in the world? This is like the beast class in almost every iteration of Borderlands, with the exception of Wonderlands, where the summoner class is only good because of the insanity of other classes like Spellshot, etc. But yeah. How many wishes are you saved, Grin? I haven't really ran around Lone Syndicate and got after it in that way, but I have a total of the 6,000. Oh, I'm blocking. 6,000 currency with 250 monies, as well as 25 wishes, as well as 8 other wishes, and a lot of this currency, at least, or an amount of this currency, and a little bit of these. Let's pull this. I still have, I think it's a fable. You all tell me that you've gotten something out of this. Oh, throw up. Sorry. Oh, falling apart. Fluff says, or no, Spark says, I guess I'm coming more from an FPS standpoint on nerfs, based on the community's feedback. It is rather annoying with the weapons being drastically changed weekly. Yeah, no, I agree. But do you think that it should be done every like 3 months? Because I do think that's also something good. I do think eventually, even if you're loving soaking in, like that was the thing that I experienced, was in Wonderlands, loved the spell shot, loved the Graveborn when I first started playing the game. But then eventually, like fucking 5 months after, I was just like, yeah, this is kind of boring. I wouldn't mind a shift. Like I'm at the point where I'm so fatigued with playing the way that I've been playing, but I still want to kind of keep my efficiency, my sequencing, because that was why Spellshot was so good, is because it had proper scaling and also fed into other things. And then they were like, let's not do that for anything else. Let's not take ability damage and feed it directly into melee damage. No. Let's not take gun damage and feed it directly into ability scaling or whatever. None of that. Instead, fuck it, we'll do something else. So yeah, but yeah. I'm a little jaded about the game. Also, oh shit, sorry. I was wishing, I didn't know you were waiting on me. Ever present, Fluff leading the absolute gorgeous charge. Boys, I just slammed my whole coffee. You're gonna hear me talk like a fucking bullet train for a minute here. Healing is mediocre without the proper support resonance. Is it even worth it, or should you just go, well, that's why I'm kind of hoping for what's her name? For Lyra to be fucking huge, because it seems like you can convert, you can shift things around to where you can get some healing if you wanted, but you can also get various other buffs. It just seems like it makes sense. It sequences. It works, you know? Charlie says, well, later, Grim. Might be back later if you're still streaming. Probably not, buddy. I'm burning out. I'm real hot right now. I'm roasting. I don't know why, man. I feel like my body's in a constant state of fighting off viruses because my mother has been sick for a goddamn hot minute. And, oh god, I activated that too fast. Please spawn in. Oh, it worked. Holy shit. Actually, that was worked immensely well on time. But yeah, man, I've been taking all my vitamins and shit. And to me, they act as, at the very least, a sufficient placebo. So yeah, also dude, I am cooking. I am roasting. I'm about to say, are we doing is this not the hard mode? I don't think we can change it at this point, right? Because I think it's still like whenever we try to like say no, it's like, do you want to scale? Oh, the last time I thought we said no and it worked out. Or did Lone Syndicate say he doesn't want to do hard mode? I don't know where Lone Syndicate is in his progression. I would imagine pretty high, but he also, yeah, I don't know. Because normally we'd be fighting a tiny little, or big ass enemy. So yeah. Oh, I'm overheating. It's the coffee. Yeah, look at this. Look at this beautiful health bar just melt. Just melt like chocolate on a hot day. Disgusting, I know, but yeah. Oh man. Oh, okay. I'm not sure how many of y'all watch Felix, PewDiePie, the whole shebang. He uploaded a video where he was trying out Japanese candy. I'm not racist. Japanese candy. And what do you call it? He's sorry, that made me laugh. But he was trying out Japanese candy and whatnot, food and like snacks. Snacks is a better subheader. But anyways, he ate what looked like the most delicious ice cream I've ever seen, and he made it look so good and or disgusting. He ate like basically looked like a waffle or like a chocolate bar grid like ice cream thing, but it was all doughy. It wasn't like that kind of like crispy as hell, crunchy kind of, topping. So it was just like a nice, like the same material, the same texture and consistency of like an ice cream cone. It's like a dough that is doughy in an ice cream cone. The one that's like when you bite it, it's just like biting into batter, and it's just like, oh, it was like that, except it was all batter essentially, just like that. Encased inside of it was that shell, and then it had ice cream and I think a chocolate layer on the inside being made. So when he bit into it, it sounded like he was biting into a chocolate bar that was filled with like whipped cream ice cream, and I was just like, I Amazon Googled it. I'm like, please let me experience this without having to go to a whole fucking other country. And I couldn't find out what the fuck that snack was called, what that ice cream company was. It just looked because I feel like ice cream is crazy. They're like, let me put strawberries in that bitch. Let me put fucking mango or something in it. And I'm like, I just want what I like. I don't need all these bells and whistles, my friend. So when I seen it, I was just like, oh, it looks so good. I hope one day it'll arrive in Canada in some regard because it looked delicious. Lone Singer says, also, never would have thought that the giant mech fist support weapon, I don't mind doing hard mode. Oh, I don't mind doing. I mean, you would have rather done probably hard mode if you had the option. Yeah. Well, next time we'll get that done. Yeah, I'm probably the ultimatum here, holding a lot of people, you guys back, because I haven't had my like devourous phase because most of my time has been doing this weird book stuff, amazing book stuff. I don't want to ever undermine it, but yes. By the way, I have not edited the video yet, but I've went to look at the damage of how bad it was, me falling apart on you guys in that video. And if you do see a video come down the pipeline that is of me, it's a book review of a book called The YouTube Formula. Maybe it's gonna be a little bit longer. You know, most people can't even survive to the ending, basically. And in this instance, I'm a little bit grateful because I'm a little bit embarrassed, I hope it's wholesome. I hope it doesn't come across as like too like much. But again, I think that my whole breakdown of why it was meaningful to me is it would make sense in the format that I did. I just don't know if I should really include all of the throat tightening, like kind of bullshit, you know. I'm not sure if I'm ready to bare my soul like that. Even though we've done it before, it's just I haven't done it in probably 2 years. And I was like, ah, fuck, here we go. And again, man, it never ceases to be such a weird thing with me. But because I've been on YouTube for such a long time, and because I started doing YouTube, I think when I was 13, I just like the best place for it sounds horrible. It sounds like something you're like, this is not right, Grin. You have a misperception. The best place for me to like work through my emotional understanding of myself weirdly is in videos. It's like almost like talking through a problem, having to convey yourself in such a way that people can understand where you're coming from. In a way, helps you calcify something perfectly. Calcify something perfectly in my head, at least. And it's just weird how that is. Like, I don't think that's normal for people. I think people probably on camera get like camera shy and lock up and shit like that. And to me, just because I've been doing it for so long, it's kind of become my safe place in a horrible way. It's not. This is saved forever. This hot take and or perception of yourself will be calcified forever. And maybe that's why it's like, no, you really need to introspect and lock yourself in a way. But yeah. Sparks says, do you think you'll ever turn on text-to-speech for donations? I would love to, Sparks. I would absolutely love to. But the issue is I looked into it and I tried to make it happen, and it was more complex than I was ready to do because I wanted good text-to-speech. There was this streaming text-to-speech thing, which was basically this like very soft-spoken, gender-adjacent thing, which was like, hi, had like this kind of thing on every word, or it had like this nice soft cradle almost at the end of every sentence. It kind of sounded like an effeminate man a little bit, soft boy, if you would agree. And I like the way that sounded. That sounded like it was a good representation of like a loving community, a nice warm kind of person, nice warm voice. And the way that it sounded like not jarring enough to where like there's this British lady like judging you from the sides, which I was always like, not sure if I'm into it. And I'm like, but then I seen that and I didn't know how to actually make it happen. And then the way I seen it happen was like, you have to subscribe to this third-party site in which you run like kind of a script whilst you're doing it, and it kind of subconsciously reads your algorithm and weird stuff. And I was like, oh, my PC's already having a rough time of it. I want, if there's anything that I could add that I think could add to the experience of the chat and give you guys a greater voice, that would, to me, just makes all the sense in the world. That it's probably on the list of things to do when we stream. But again, right now, my main focus Although if you do have any videos that like maybe I just got the wrong message when it comes to adding speech to text on or speech to words, whatever it's called. If I misunderstood that and it's way easier, then send me those video links, please. I'll bookmark them and get to them. But my whole point is, right now my main focus is Tower Fantasy, or sorry, Brothers Grin really, and then eventually the next phase is going to be Share Your Grin. And then the next phase is going to be streaming. Same thing that I've been doing, basically a lot of recon research into finding out what people want and are interested in, and things like that. And yeah, but basically it's just like I gotta like add one thing to the plate, devote myself entirely to it, then move on, add another thing, and then basically keep a system that's constantly being fed through. If that makes any sense, you know. Spark says no rush. It would just be a lot. Yeah, no, I think it'd be great, man. There's been enough instances where people have like jumped in and like said, well, you guys are far too sweet to me, by the way. I think about that often, where like there'll be a person a while ago came in and said like, dude, what the fuck's going on with your hands or whatever, and Fluff, being so sweet, was like, fucking why you gotta word it like that? It sounds like mean. That sounds rude at the very least. And I've dealt with people like that my entire life, so my response is always, and even like, there's been previously, like even Sparks, you didn't even mean it this way, but I think somebody, it was you, Sparks, you even said like, you made like a jab at me about like, you got a face for radio or something like that. And I know, you don't have to say that. I know you didn't mean it in any negative way. I've known you for a long time. I know you don't mean it that way. I took it as a joke, but even if you didn't, let's say you didn't, I've always taken it on in such a way that, to me, my brain works in the way of like, well, what if I can make this person acknowledge the person's genuine question or criticism, which I feel like is usually abnormal for a lot of things, and then simultaneously almost try to like win them over, which is probably fucked up. It was a joke. I know it's a joke. I know it's a joke. I know. But what if it wasn't? It was my whole point. And to me, I think I do well with that. Because again, there's always a certain point where a person's just like hell-bent on being toxic. There's no way to win them over, etc. But to me, I would always like, and again, we've had conversations about everything, and surprisingly, maybe when we start to get some momentum, it will get bad. We can't talk about everything, whether it be race, certain topics, points of contention within our community, etc., or in topics that I've been hearing recently and talking through them. Maybe that will get have too much tension on it at some point, maybe. Although I'd always love to take the challenge to see if you can still parse through conversation in such a way that you can all feel heard and understood at the very least, and all kind of walk away at least knowing that people understood you, and maybe you understand a little bit of them. That's kind of the aim a little bit in our regard to our community, which, by the way, is a whole part of the course as well, is defining the almost principles that you wish your community would hold as well, which I've kind of done and I'm going to implement eventually when we start streaming. We kind of have a lot of them in like the Discord rules, which is like, try to give people the benefit of the doubt, don't try to see the worst in people, that kind of thing. But yeah, no, I think text-to-speech would just be a blast. Lone Ticket says, can I be either DPS or support on what? I could help if you need DPS. Oh, let me catch up. I'm losing on the topic matter of this. Any third-party APIs for text-to-speech? Maybe. I do think a part of me wonders if, like, I looked into the text-speech a while ago, Sparks, and I could see it taking some time to, like, now everything is easier. Like, now, like, OBS just released an update where it made everything more streamlined. There's constantly extensions coming on. There's microphones that are dirt cheap, and they're great, yeah. So, like, this industry is moving at a fucking accelerated pace. We can do another hard mode attempt. I feel without having a proper team composition of 2 attacks, 1 tank, 1 support, we're not going to do much for 1 boss. Okay, what do you call it? Bolty says, I can help if you need DPS, so he's going to be the DPS role. Lone Syndicate says, I can be either DPS or support. I can see, I only really have my shitty weapons because I don't have options because I don't have many weapons. I'm balanced right now, which I know is not great. I could, let's see. I could not be Shatter. Can one of the DPSs be Shatter? Because then I could just go whole hog into support with, I believe it's this one. Also, I do believe I have like 15 copies of this, so I can actually improve that, I think. If I go to this, switch, no, if I go to upgrade, attunement, I have 4 of these. We are getting various buffs with this. Increases your current weapon base, HP growth, sure. Increases ability charge, not sure. I think this heals you. Yeah, so I've reached max threshold and upgrading that. It's not very leveled up. Maybe this will not heal us at all. I'm not sure how it really works. Unfortunately, I don't have too many weapons built. I only have my 3. And as soon as I get like another DPS weapon, I'll chuck it in there, but I don't have it yet. Spark says, by the way, I didn't notice for years about your hands. It was actually my wife that pointed out. Yeah, man, it's definitely noticeable. And it doesn't help that I have an excessive issue. In fact, I'm not sure if I want to tell you guys this because it's a little bit psychotic, but I have recently gotten into like it's what they call like I don't know. Basically, I always touch my beard when I'm thinking. Like, it's bad. Like, I do it a lot. And then I've got into a bad habit of like, I feel my split ends in my beard. So then I'll grab my nail and I'll basically just like yank it out. But sometimes those motherfucking split ends are like solid as a lock. So I'll rip out my own beard hair like a sick freak. I'll just be sitting there and be like, like, oh no, what's wrong with me? It's a problem. Something wrong. And there's like beard hair everywhere. And then sometimes I'll do this. I'll like grab a piece of hair and I'll try to rip out the damn, because I can feel it. I can feel that there's like some sort of split end in there, and I'm like, I hate it. Bolty says, for Fortress Clash, Fist boss is only thing we can kill anyways. The first boss is, yeah. I was about to say, well, even with our team, I think last time was pretty. Although Lone Syndicate does have some bite. Fluff says tank gets a big boost to shatter. Support gets a major boost to healing. Attack gets a big boost to final damage. And another reason I want Shiro, so I can have an attack resonance, but as well as having the shatter. I got you. Makes sense. Or Crow, yeah. Lone Syndicate says, I do the same thing with your beard. Yeah, man. That's all. I'm so happy it's not just me. Oh, I'm so happy it's not just me. I do think it's extremely, like, if somebody ever seen me and just, because sometimes I'm like, oh fuck, and then I'm just literally holding like two strands of my beard hair, and I could just see people being like, like, stop it! It split ends. It bugs me when I'm touching my beard and I feel some sort of thing slice against my hand. We could try that. Fluff says, I barely use the third weapon, Coco Staff, outside of desperate, yeah, needing healing. We're like, nobody's doing it, and I can't trust anybody, so fuck it. We'll do this. I think this does heal you. Let's go over here. It's funny because I did luck out on like a lot of my weapons innately kind of weirdly being healing ones. Yeah. I think I should be good to try to do support things. Hopefully. We could try this. The 3 that we were going in there with, I can try to be a healer. I do believe I have healing resonance. I hope. Let's see. Yes. This. Equip 2 weapons. Oh, yeah. No shit. It gets 100% more healing. Which in team play is further increased. So 200% healing. Yeah, that's nuts. Okay, so that's definitely something we can build. I hope I can do enough. Even just the 2 should resonate highly with this. Because this is leveled up. Let's run it. A burning time. Although I don't know if Lone Syndicate also needs to kill some bosses. We have a little bit of time left, so we should get cooking. Even if it's just an attempt, it'll be fun to try. Spark says, what OBS software do you use? I've been thinking of streaming my gameplay from, for the heck of it. Ooh, come on, Sparks, get into it. Come on, get into it, get obsessed. Look into what you could do over time, of course. But just like, to me, I always like when people, when people are like, I'll dabble. And I'm like, get obsessed. Get into it. Get fucking crazy on me, please. I want to, like, again, yeah, we'll start slow, but like, come on. Especially now when I'm super into the idea of like talking to someone about like, yeah, like, cause I'm basically constantly thinking about my channel, and I'm far more a person who likes building stuff for other people than for myself. So it's way easier for me to talk things through in regards to other people's success and format than for me to just to kind of have this breakdown thing of what's going on in you, because you're kind of too close to a lot of times to your content creation in order to really make an adjustment. That can't be the case. I know. I know I need to become the person that can do that, but yeah. But Unfortunately, right now, I want to make the jump to OBS, but whenever I use OBS, it has CPU crash limitations, essentially, which I know I need to look into and fix. So right now, I'm using Streamlabs predominantly, but I do want to move over eventually. But yeah, also I think Streamlabs just sucks the life out of your PC. But before I leave Streamlabs and go to OBS, I do want to make, like, because I did pay for, like, a year worth of their subscription service, which is extremely expensive, and I did not know I was on the annual plan, you motherfuckers. Anyways, so I want to go and, like, grab some assets from their store for, like, stream layouts, because I do want to update our stream layouts, because I do think it doesn't really... I just would like to update it to be, like, more modular, to where things leave the screen and not just are always statically sitting there. Also, I forgot we need to make sure we're playing ball with the team. Other than me trying to stick near my boys. Also, I guess we could attack with just my healing unit thing. Always make sure our little bee is out and about. Trying to support my boys. Trying to support them. Are we on hard? We are on hard mode. Let's go. This. Switch to... No, okay, give a minute. Give it a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. My thing is about to come back. We'll do this. I don't know what that does and on a baseline, so yes. Y'all are full of health, and y'all are not full of health anymore. I'm gonna dodge, get my B going. Hurry up and come back, you son of a bitch! My ult, my ability. It'll come back in moments. Oh god, oh god. This. Well done. We'll chuck that shit over there. Boop. We'll switch over here. Hey. Okay. He's locked on to you for sure. Take my little tiny... Look at how much damage those do. I don't know why, man. People would be sleeping on that like consistent pulse. God damn it, words. I think it's better just to do this. I keep thinking that maybe I should switch to the other one, but probably not the best idea. Yeah, we aim that way for whatever reason. He left us, god damn it. Also, I do believe this weapon has a little bit of charge damage. Let's do this. Slowly but surely. Oh no, Lone Syndicate died! I shouldn't really make a point to get on top of y'all. Let's do this. Wait, Fluff! Oh, I'm really the worst healer on the planet. I'm trying. Oh no, that happened. That, woof. Doesn't matter the healing. You just get touched with one of those balls. Rocked. But we got one! Solid! And we're back, just like that, like nothing ever happened. Why am I back so quickly? Did you guys die many times before me? Also, uh-oh. No! Leave me alone! God, you're terrifying. You're so fast. Why am I not? Uh-oh. Oh, I perfectly dodged that shit. Clean. Come on, get close. Get close to heal. My bee, heal them. I don't know if my bee can heal everybody else. Oh, wait. Stay there. Oh, it's bad. It's bad. Okay. What I can do is this, and then this, and then this. Wait. Oh, you went into the death area. Ooh. Not good. Mecha arms coming in huge. My thing is on cooldown. Also, can you lock on to the lady? God damn it. It's like a mile away. Ooh, I keep fucking iframe dodging that shit. Lone Syndicate gets back. Let's fucking go. This. Is that back yet? Man, that's a fucking giant cooldown. Lone Syndicate, be okay. Please be okay. Oh, I'm fucking dead. Yep, no, I'm probably dead. She's locking onto me. Lone Syndicate, I'm about to heal you. Please don't die. Please don't die. She's fucking, you're teleporting all over the place. You look great. One second. Come back to... Oh, it's like sludge. Does my bee heal you? No, that son of a bitch. Ooh, Fluff walked right into the death. Pain. Big time move. Oh no. Ooh, I got lit up. Let's do this. I really like the staff to heal. Like when you back up like that, it kind of puts you away, and like you can do that like giant heavy hitting attack like that. It kind of like it goes through every enemy. So if anyone's pushing on you, come here, don't get. Can finally start healing you guys. Oh my goodness! Oh, it's really looking bad. We're really lit up. Wait, heal me, please. It's okay. It's not great healing. Well, this maybe. Oh, now we're good. Activate a couple alts. Clean. We're good. We're back in business. Go. My probes are off by a... Ooh, wow. Really up in there. Oh, I was overzealous too. That's really easy. I see how you guys fell into it. Your ankle's in there and she just slices you apart. Honestly makes sense. Your ankle's gone. You're bleeding out almost instantly. Probably a lot of vital organs. Not organs. Organ. Vital veins. But he says, good luck, guys. Good start. Alright, we're gonna do some of this. We're gonna get near you. Go. 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 One of these. Also, I should make sure that's on cooldown. Gonna do that. Use your weapons, your tech. Oh, she's doing her bullshit. Reach! Reach, you little probes! Uh-oh. But she's winding up. Well, we have 19 seconds to kill her whole health bar, so yes. So yes. So I should make sure I'm in line with people who can heal. Skip. Skip. I can't skip. Auto skip. There we go. Got some support points. How did I do it? Did I even succeed a little? I succeeded in healing. Let's fucking go. Yeah, I was like, am I doing anything? I guess. 1,617 healing. Not that bad. And of course, what is it called? You have Nemesis. So you have kind of like auto healing to an extent. But we you know, if we format ourselves a little bit in next week, maybe when we can buff ourselves up with them bygone phantasm things, maybe we'll be good. Fluff says, I fully started SSR provides. Oh yeah, I was surprised though. That felt like, well, again, it felt not as good as I wanted it to. The healing to me feels like I have a moment of healing and then it's not. So maybe I should save my smash for when there's that, but I don't know. It also did feel like we kept getting our ankles touched in that damn AoE zone. But still, I feel like if we got to the second health bar, then we would have been able to be like, okay, well, if we tighten up our activity, then maybe we can get to the end. But I think just because we weren't able to cut through that third one, that's a little dicey. Probably we still need a little more damage, especially on my end. Especially considering, well, actually, I unfortunately just have been pulling the short end of the stick, short end of the hand, I think, when it comes to damage. Like my tings don't seem to be very good. Like I got well, a lot of support weapons. Like I got 2 of these. I do need to just. By the way, I already asked you guys this, but this store right here. No, if we go to the upgrade store, backpack, currencies. This is the way I find it for whatever reason. If I go to this store right here, the weapons store, this resets every week, right? Yeah, 8 hours. 8 hours to reset. So I can buy 2 of these, or 1 of these. I can buy 1 of these. I get 1 constellation with Samir, which is not ideal, but if I did spend some time and like look around the world, I'd be able to get some other stuff. Also, I finished that one, and I did all my dailies this month. Yeah, this week, last week, I held back a little bit. Shitty, but yeah. Also, we're making ground. Okay. Don't shit on it. We're getting it done. But yeah. It was good. Kino says no. Keep the tokens. Why? Why should I keep the tokens? Well, I'm here. I'm not saying wrong. I just don't want to hear about it. Because to me, I wanted to keep the tokens because, well, like, they don't count for the standard, forget the limited banners. So if I did get like a limited banner character, I don't think I could buy copies of her weapon there or their weapon there. So yeah. What is the reason for it? Is to get like the god tier matrices maybe? Because I know you can also, I think, use them to wish in weird ways. Correct, they reset every week, 2 per week per weapon. Yeah. If you get lots of stars from rolls, you will need the tokens for duplicates. What does that mean exactly? If you get a lot of stars from rolls, you will need. Oh, I see. So you're saying you'll just get the stars by rolling eventually, but the tokens have another use for duplicates. What's that? What does that mean? Oh, I see. So I guess you're saying that like if you just over time you will be just getting star ratings, whereas if you max out your star rating too soon, then you won't. There'll be no use basically getting a character. Is that what you're trying to say, Kinos? Yeah. Example: if you have 5-star sword, you don't need to buy a sword from the shop. But don't you? Isn't that? Because anyway, you will get duplicates from rolls. But isn't there like a huge spike in your power when you do get copies of weapons? So wouldn't it be worth forcing that along right now, especially when you? Because I just don't know what else they're worth spending on. Like I don't know why you would hang on to that currency. Is it worth another thing in the future? Like what is the? I think the argument you're making, or the point you're trying to make, is that you'll eventually get a ton of weapons. You get a lot of copies from rolls. Yeah, from just rolling you'll get a lot of copies. But what is the other reason for why are we saving that resource? Is it like a use? Does it have a use outside of wishing? Lone Singer says it was fun playing with you guys. I'm gonna go and do some joint. Oh, actually, before we do that, can we do that too? I need to burn my resin. I forgot about that. Before we leave, let's quickly bang on a joint operation, please. I forgot I have that to do too. Can we do a joint operation? Yeah, especially this one, the one with Samir. I want this one that she has. I think dealing more damage upon hitting a target each time. Yeah, no, that one seems awesome. That's great for me. You are not guaranteed a specific SSR from a roll though. You don't want duplicates from rolls when you got a 6-star weapon. Oh, I see. So you don't get any more. I thought you would get the same coins, but you're just saying because eventually you'll cap out. I understand the sentiment. I just don't know. What is the purpose for me not using them then? Because if they're a currency in the future, then I could see like, okay, this is going to be something that the standard shop asks for. That makes sense. So I would like use 2 early, and then I would stop. But yeah, I understand like the limitation of like, well, you don't want to ever get to the point where you bottom out on wishing. But but otherwise, I don't know what to do with that currency. Is it for like getting matrices? Is that the other? Because I thought they had 2 uses. Also, are we still in a? Yeah, we are. He doesn't have any dupes of SSRs right now. I only have. Actually, I have 1 dupe of an SSR. I have my healer SSR person. So my mage one, I got 2 of my mage girl, or my mage ice healer person. Fluff says, sure, let's do it. Yeah. Am I leader? No, Fluff's leader. So yeah, Fluff needs to throw in. Let us do a joint operation if he wants to, or not. if you have 6-star weapon, let's say sword, and from roll you get sword again, just take, or you just take only 10 tokens, or you only, yeah. So it's, I understand that it's not worth it. My only question is, what do we do with the currency then? So like to me, I understand the like deficit of you like eventually you're gonna max out a character and then you're just gonna be at a net negative. But what is that currency used for then? Also, the ranking of the sword is only for abilities. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I think for him, which makes sense to a certain extent. It doesn't really matter what ranking you are in the thing, because eventually, if you're playing this game consistently, you'll get copies of that sword. So it's kind of like eventually, like, you don't want to look back in this and think, well, damn it, I rushed through this and now I'm at a loss. But the only thing I think cannibalizes that thought a little bit is, what is their other intended use or optionable use? Otherwise, you're just going to get to like late game and have 15 of these and then realize I could have had a power spike in the beginning and I chose not to because I don't know what to spend these little chips on. Better not to rush. Yeah, it's a fair perspective. And maybe they'll add something in the future that's like, here's where you can like buy a crazy thing with the currency of like this. Yeah, okay. The only thing I was saying was I have a lot of these. I've basically been collecting a lot of this. Like I have these right here, this currency right here, and I was like, well, maybe I should buy this because it's just good. You know, it's like I don't know what to do with this currency. I think its only option is to buy duplicates of the items you want duplicates for. And I think knowing that I'm behind on my DPS, I could get this to get more DPS. Anyone know how to max your level your weapon? Oh, anyone know the max level your weapon? I think, dude, apparently it gets worse. It gets real bad loads to get leveling up your weapon. It gets like nuts. I'm sure you're probably in the same boat, but I think every level it gets more and more and more. I don't think there's a cap anytime soon. I think it's probably like, yeah, I think it's 120. Yeah, 120. Wait, is it 120 for like permanently? Okay, so maybe that's not that bad. Maybe it's like Genshin where there's a cap. Okay. Is it literally 160 and that's it? That's not bad. I mean, it's going to get exponentially worse, but like, yeah, at least there's an end. I thought it'd be like 230 or something, because it just seems like... although I did want to know, what is the cap for level? Is it 60 or is it 70 or is it 100? Like, at least right now, like for the foreseeable future, because I know it basically caps out at some point in terms of your progression. Like, it's like becomes like ranking up in your adventure rank in Genshin, where it takes like a year and a half just to get to the end of a 50th level thing. Sting says, good night, Grin. I gotta catch you on stream. Yeah, hopefully I can see you again, man. Thank you so much for time. Hopefully we can talk more in the future. I know we didn't get to do too much today, but yeah, I always love hearing from you. Love says, I'll keep growing as they add more content. Oh, I see, yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Fluff, could you quickly start that joint operation for the thing, or even just give me the power to move the thing, because I need to get my resin burnt real quick, and I kind of want to take that down before I get off stream and do all that stuff. Also, I need you to wash them, so that's why I'm trying to hurry this along so I can go pee while we're getting into the event. Okay, so yeah, there might be may have been a communication thing. Gotcha. But I appreciate you trying to help out Kanos, because yeah, to me, I think that would be nice. So even when the limited banner comes to standard pool, you need it at least once. Yeah. Oh, I see. So that's the other argument for like hanging on to your black gold, though that currency that I've seen, is because if you ever did get say a limited banner character, like one of the event, like, you know, Frigg right now, if you did get one of her, and in 6 months when they add a person's weapon to the standard banner, then you can get like 15 copies if you've been saving since day one, if they add that character to this. So it's quite a Hail Mary bet if they add your specific waifu to the standard banner, because I don't think they're adding everybody. Then yeah. Which activity? The one with Samir, hopefully. Joint operation, sorry, with Samir's upgrade material. So also a difficulty 5, hopefully, if we can manage 15 with this one. I wonder if I can start it. No, yeah, I'm not lead. Red says, I feel JO is still not worth it to level it to 60. Oh, your weapons, you mean? Is that what you mean? We doing 5 or 6? Hopefully 5. 6 definitely not. 6 I don't think any. Yeah, I'm not ready to do 6. I tried 6 once and I'm like, what the fuck? It is a hard line. All right, I can use the mushroom. I'll be right back. I'm sorry, I'm lagging behind. Go. Kano says, AR, some points, all weapons will become 6-star. I don't know about the metrics. It's hard to thing to get. Yeah. To me, that's actually, I don't mind that. I do. That's one of the things that to me in the MMO, I know a lot of people are like, I want to get max level now. I do like that there is some, like there is a clearer point of like, hey, let's slow down just a little bit. You can still be gluttonous, but just like let's not like not sleep for 7 days and get to end game. All right, let's not do that. I think a lot of people have actually been quite happy for it. I'm not running this. I know some of you guys were saying that you're better off just doing the end, like the final box to get the most armor. I don't know. I know it's probably worth it. I can't be bothered doing the whole thing. I did it once and I was just like, this is like, maybe when you're just coasting through these things, but maybe this is why I'm so weak in comparison to y'all. You're like, I'm willing to suffer in this way. And I'm like, no, also it is my favorite thing in the world to see people fall through the tile because of impatiency. It is the best. Yeah, difficulty 6 is possible with 2 DPSs and around 20. Yeah, I was about to say 20k. I was about to say 20k. You need, to me, it seems like you need to have like the levels to difficulty and your ability to accept them seems to be entirely dependent on your resonance. Like I think at past 5, you need to actually start playing. Oh, also I haven't de-equipped my healing stuff. But yeah, I think you need to format your character in such a way that you can tank things. Also, I really hope I can switch my weapons mid-game, hopefully. Because I have the urge to break a weapon, or break a piece of, break a shield, basically. But yeah, when you get to past 5, I think you need to start, like, settling into whatever your role is, or at least having the ability to switch to them, which it takes, like, time to, like, develop a whole new weapon set to make sure you can maintain your resonance with healing or whatever it be. We'll do this, we'll do this, we'll do this. Then we'll do this. But the one Grin wants to do is tough, so kind of hard to do with no healer. Well, I'm weirdly playing the healer, but yes, I do agree that this one is a little bit tough. Actually, I thought we've always found this one to do, or easy to do. I thought we've always been able to do this one. I shouldn't say easy. That's wrong. That's the wrong word for sure. Also, does anybody know if this person, the staff person, you heal your teammates whilst you're attacking or something? It seems like it's something like that. But also, I wonder if that's just a misunderstanding on your boy's part. I don't know. Please lock on to him. Are you locked on? You are. This. Love those little things. Little probes. Oh, lots of pain. Easy peasy. I do like the idea though of like, it's fun that like in Genshin there was no real need. Like co-op is innately, it's important for you to invest in like your team essentially. You know, like to have two teams, to have like a healer and a DPS. That seems like the meta. I don't really know if tank is gonna get too much love. I'm hoping it does, because you know too many times in games tank is like, it's like, you can just get enough overhealing that you can synthetically you know tank. But I hope that there's a way to kind of make that happen, to make there feel like there's a genuine need for that. Although it is kind of nice only having two to level up, a DPS team and a support team. And then for those people who want to do a tank, and it's not to say that I don't think a tank will be useful. It's just I don't think it'll be a need, you know. Like I think people would probably argue of like, oh, you can have one support and two DPSs instead of a support, a tank, and a DPS. You know, that's my feeling I get at least. Could be wrong though. Oh, she lighting me up. Oh, I got touched. I got touched too hard. I got touched too hard. I got a message, god damn it. And it's gonna ding twice because I have that stupid thing on. Oh, get out of that fucking, I hate when, I guess I have stamina, why didn't it let me teleport? Oh, I didn't mean to run in that, but I did. Please, Tatum, thank you. This. I do think weirdly this weapon can shatter, or like there's a little bit of shatter. Like yeah, a tiny bit. Something. Maybe not enough, but something. Also, boys, I'm going to be trying to do an hour and a half on the attack bike today. We'll see how that be. I feel it'll be boring, but yes. Gotta train that VO2 max. All that shit. Quickly. Ooh, you're getting a little too close to the heavens. Give me a minute. Ooh. Also, wouldn't it be cool if this person was secretly a playable character, and that'd be dope? But like Samus had like a cool, sexy woman inside or something. So they do give off finesse for sure. Ooh. Eesh. I'm supposed to be healing. I tried to do the thing, it didn't happen. I think I'll figure out the rest of my what do you call it, resin after stream, hopefully, unless I forget. Although I do need to grind the stupid end thing. What do you call it? The bygone phantasm. I didn't reach the breaking point yet. But I'm close. It's getting rough. Okay, like the skin of my teeth every single time. Lone Sinket says, I'm so close to CS reaching 20k. God damn, both of you. I'm like, man, I feel like I was hitting massive growth, and a lot of it must be coming from getting dupes, like for sure. But I just, yeah, I got like some purple armor, and I was like, oh shit, here we go. Oh, it didn't do anything. It didn't change my score at all. I'm like, god damn it. Oh, the same thing. I think I'm like missing a couple matrices, which is unfortunate. Well, maybe we got more actually. Maybe we got some matrices that my weapons can actually be worth it down. Let's see. Well, first I think we need to pick a weapon. So let's pick a weapon. This, switch. Nope. Upgrade, I guess. Matrices. How the hell do we see matrices again? I think, does it do it then? Then we click this. That's a matrice. There we go. picks this one exactly. Oh, I'm just wanting a quad thing. Let's see. Well, we do have bonus ones in that way. And this one is greater attack. Honestly, not bad. Well, that's not bad. For cooldown 30 seconds for what? Dealing greater damage than attack. Not bad. Okay, she's one. We have another one of that. Ah, we don't have any more. If we had another one of that, we could do a three-fer, but unfortunately, no dice. Unfortunate. Yes, that's something that's probably holding me back quite a bit. But also not having duplicates of SSR weapons. Which, by the way, the reason why I'm not doing it is because I want to make a video about like how to get stronger and literally show people, boom, this is how much the SSR changes by leveling up your thing by 1. And you can even just see that within the stats, but even still, just kind of a good editing like satisfaction. Here's what you do, here's us doing it. Here's what you do, here's us doing it. Also, I don't know if anybody has anyone that we could go raid. Probably not, because usually nobody streams on Sundays. It's their day off, which makes sense. But I'll hang out with you guys. So, also, I don't know if there will be a video on Monday, but I think there probably should be one on Tuesday. I think I'm going to start queuing up, making some of those videos. Monday's usually the day where I plan videos and shit for the week. So, yeah, and so this day was kind of just like a nice hangout day. Especially after finishing my book, I was like, I want to have a little, like, chill, a little chill day. Lucy says, I did a joint operation 6 difficulty, and most of the damage was in the 6 million range. Yeah. And I think at that point it becomes like a necessity to resonate with any whatever damage thing you're doing. I think it seemed like you need a greater extent of like damage, like as the healing. I don't know. Maybe in the end game you like, because it feels like in healing you don't feel as much of a oomph. Maybe you just don't have a lot of it. 26 KS. I did upgrade matrices, purples, and gold equipment, and such are the key to pushing your CS higher. Yeah, but that's also the other thing that I think I fall into. I'm always the person that wants to like wait until I get something good to heavily invest in it, and that's not probably a good idea, because like the whole, you need to be eligible to like reach the highest height before you can get that swinging in, you know. Bodhi says, yeah, difficulty 6 is possible with 2 DPSs and around 20k chaos. Kinos says, AR, some point. Oh, yeah, right, that. Bodhi says, but the one GRINN wants to do is tough. So kind of hard with a decent heal, with no decent healer. Well, yeah, that one will do. I've always felt like we've been able to do it relatively easily. Like that one I always jump into, and we just get it done. I haven't really felt like that's been a big thing. Kiddo says, for me, finding a playstyle that you like is playing 3 weapons and maxed out those 3 weapons only. Yeah, that's the first part of the video that hopefully I'm going to mention, is like I'm trying to give people like a track record for, do you want to feel powerful, and what you should focus on first, because that was something that was fuzzy for me when I first started playing. Like I heard people say like, do purple gates, but I didn't really understand the systems of why. And it seems like that's the first thing that you should nail out is, you know, grind weapon material on the weapon that you did get, given you've gotten some decent SSRs. And even then, it's still worth doing to level up a weapon that you're interested in, and then to use that weapon, and then to shift over to other things. No, I'm not. We're not doing it. I should have left the thing. Sorry, sorry. Yeah, I gotta go do that attack bike, and the more I let it go, the more I don't get to have any time before I go to sleep, and that's bad for the body to go like work out and then immediately go to sleep. So forgive me, but yeah. Oh, but then after the weapon in my head, I think the thing that the armor is the next important thing, and then there'd be matrices, but I'm not sure. Yeah, I think that's right. Armor, then matrices, and then of course explaining the leveling up aspect of them, where it's like there's roles and the importance of some, and then utilizing like all of the other aspects, where like it seems like a lot of accelerated growth comes from you doing the weekly grind of like grinding out your currencies for support points, because support points is pretty huge in terms of getting like the ability to grind this, you know, getting all of these little giblets to get you more coins than wish. And, you know, again, dust is incredibly good for you getting a possibility of being able to get a gauntlet that's fucking cracked and slowly making ground over time consistently, you know. Also, apparently I haven't gotten all those. Give me that. and then how all of this seems to intrinsically play into itself. Also, just the idea of your, what is it called? Not your crew points, not your support points. Yeah, your training points, getting special gifts and getting a trait that's worth a damn is huge. And also you'll just get food every day, which is nice. The one thing I don't really know, and I probably should update myself on, that could be helpful to know about how to get stronger and get pushed past your limits so that you can get access to some end game things, is food. But my understanding is I don't think food is that drastic in terms of its value to warrant you getting it. Also, what he says, maybe raid Morning After Kill. He was a Borderlands YouTuber. Yeah, no, I know. I've known Morning After Kill for a long time. Yeah, for a long time. In terms of like of watching him, his stuff every now and again. Well, I used to watch him a lot back in the day. Red says we can try space-time grind VI. Oh, sorry, Red. I didn't know you were. Yeah, Red. Even if you, I can't do that right. Yesterday, I had to cut my workout in half because we ended up talking for like another 3 hours or like another hour essentially after we were supposed to stop. So yeah, sorry though. Nova D is streaming Tower Fantasy. It would be cool to raid more after, but at the same time, I think it would make more sense to raid someone in Tower Fantasy so that it sequences a little bit. Raided her yesterday when she was playing Cult. Yeah, she seemed sweet. Yeah, okay, that's even more confirmation. Because, like, fucking, what do you call it? When you raided her, she seemed incredibly sweet. And also, I think there's something that, like, not only is it nice and wholesome when people actually, like, this is a nice little group of people that I could talk to more. They're excited for a raid, essentially. But also people who, like, kill it. People who, like, after the raid happens, they're like, they get back into the flow of things. They're really engaging with all of you, their entire chat, which I appreciate. So probably will raid her. But ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. Hopefully I can see you on Tuesday. We will be playing... Don't know. Maybe it might be Tower Fantasy, given that there's the update to the event. Could also be Cult of Lamb. Yes. We'll see, basically. You'll see when you see the thumbnail pop up at 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, ladies and gentlemen. Let us go raid this lovely person, which we probably should memorize the name of, and I probably should follow, because again, I forgot to do that last time I was... Again, I was in a hurry because we were like, oh, but I'm so late. So yeah. But ladies and gentlemen, please go take care of this person. We rated her once and she was incredibly sweet. Also, she's a wholesome wholesome, arguable. Everyone seems to lean into certain aspects, but wonderful person nevertheless. Thank you kindly for your time. Hopefully you enjoy the rest of your day, ladies and gentlemen, and goodbye.